Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where very soon we're going to want to depart from Outreach, there's no doubt about that. And do we want to do it now? We should actually look at what our travel contracts that are available are. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Let's take a look at, not the store, let's go into the command center. Oh, and going into the store actually reminded me, the latest patch introduced another vehicle nerf. Great, just what vehicles needed. So now, if a vehicle gets destroyed, a pilot will always suffer at least one injury. So, yet another reason to not use vehicles. I don't know why they're doing this, honestly. It feels like they're kind of making vehicles useless in the version that's supposed to be about vehicles, right? I don't know, it feels kind of weird, but, whatever. Whatever. Hello. This travel contract here is not super close to where we want to go. We want to go, if I recall correctly, we want to go, like, all the way up here. Where was that? That's Society there. It was one of these way up here. But you? Playing Ghost Bear. I forget. It was out here. Yeah, it was out here. So the New Delphi Compact, way out in the middle of nowhere. So this gets us a ways towards this. This is to Conroe. So let's go ahead and take that travel contract. By the time we get there, we should have all of our repairs done. How difficult is that travel contract going to be? That is Morningside, Conroe. Okay, Skull and a Half, and that's an Assassinate in Polar Biome. Okay, let's go ahead and negotiate that. Maybe bump it to there. We'll accept that, and I don't want to tick forward right now. Reason being, I want to hop into our mech bay real quick. Never mind. These are all underway. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head on out. Fantastic. Now we're going to get a financial report on the way. That's expected. That was always going to happen. Are we going to get a second financial report? No. No, we're not. Okay. So the improved power conduits are now complete. Let's go ahead and start work on, what do we need? Structural reinforcement. That's this guy, which needs structural repair. So we'll get that underway.
But we'll get it done.
Fantastic. Work on the Stinger is now complete, and everything else, I wanted to pause it there, because I want to hop in here and work on this Mongoose real quick. We do need to refit this. Okay, just the hip and foot, that's otherwise fine. We'll just allow this to be as it is. That won't take any time. And I kind of want to refit our stealth. Let's see here. SRM-2 and Streak SRM ammo. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to take a look at our hard points. Yeah, I want to remove the jump jets. Definitely. Step 1, remove jump jets. Step 2, max armor. Step 3, remove this Streak SRM and this medium laser, as well as this medium laser. We're probably going to keep the SRM-6. And I would love to put an MRM-20 in this, or a second SRM-6. I actually thought that we had an SRM-6 on hand. If we don't, then we're probably going to need to put the SRM-2 Streak back for now, and we'll deal with that a little later. But I want to have this medium heavy laser here. Fantastic. And I also think that I want to have the small heavy laser over here. Now that will pretty dramatically increase our damage output. If we had MRM ammo, I would think about putting in an MRM. That's 7 tons. That's a lot heavier than the SRM-2. Even a lot heavier than the SRM-6. We'd probably have dual SRM-6s. We could move the Streak SRM ammo down into the leg. That's something. Now, we still have a lot of freed weight here. So what do we want to do about that? Well, there's not a lot we can do. We could try to put on stealth armor. That's not going to be a weight issue. It requires ECM, which I was hoping that that Beagle probe would actually count, but apparently it does not. That's not really ECM, actually. That's sensor enhancement. So, fair enough. Fair enough. So this is all tonnage that came off from the jump jets, right? Right. What else can we put on? We don't need more heat sinks. We're completely fine on heat sinks, even with the heavy laser. And the small heavy laser. I would have preferred a medium heavy laser here, for sure. But we don't have one on hand. We're running double heat sinks as is, so that's fine. We have an engine core 315. No way we're making that bigger. We could simply drop the endosteel structure. It's not a terrible idea. Add in more SRM ammo? We could do that. Something along the lines of this. It's unlikely that we're going to actually utilize this much ammo, to be clear. But given our current choices are quite limited, let's go ahead and do that. I want to get those medium lasers, or that heavy laser specifically, being utilized. I also want to take a look at our javelin here. And let's just see here. I really hate our armor situation. Dropping the double heatsink kit wouldn't do much, would it? No, it wouldn't. Because we require the external heatsinks. We require 3 external free heatsinks, so these aren't actually helping at all. I suppose we could try to put stealth armor on here instead of ferrofibrous, but that wouldn't really help. We could ditch the counter-missile SRM ammo and put that weight into armor. And honestly, I think I'd prefer the armor, in all honesty. Bring this up to something like 40 and, well, we would want it to be like 41 and 41. Yeah. That's a lot of armor, actually. Do it.
Right.
Yeah, we lose the counter, or rather the anti-missile firings there, but overall, I think that's okay. I think that's a reasonable trade. As far as this Stinger goes, I don't think there's too much we can really do to it. No, there really isn't. We need a different pair of mechs for the Stinger and the Mongoose. That's ultimately what that needs. Okay, well, let's go ahead and tick forward. We're going to take the financial report. The Centurion will be back today.
I've got the financial report.
Excellent. Only 400k on that financial report. Not too bad. 450k, really. And we're going to continue to tick forward on the Stealth and Javelin. Excellent. So we don't have any more work orders that we're working on right now. We have 21 more days on our travel to Conroe. We'll go ahead and tick forward and get our structural repair done. This sort of travel is very expensive. There's no doubt about it. Succubus is apparently fiddling with a stock autocannon. Let's see what she gets. Oh, okay. We got an HVAC 5. Nice. We'll take it. So we'll continue to tick forward until our structural repair is done. And so it is.
Online, Commander.
So that, of course, means that we can begin work on our, not storage space, but rather our structural reinforcement. And that is indeed exactly what we'll do, because that gets us our third mech bay available. So we're not going to take another financial report here. Oh, we're not going to skip this jump ship animation, I see. Okay. Well, we don't see these very often anymore, so it's all good. And this just happens to get us like halfway to the New Delphi Compact. We may travel on our own the rest of the way. Yeah, actually not yet. We're not ready to proceed with our current contract yet. We'll launch that in a moment. But first I want to hop into the barracks and check to see what we've got available here. We need piloting for Coldfire. That'll be fine.
Orders. Receiving you.
Piloting for Kraken as well. Not that he has a vehicle to pilot anymore.
Yep.
Good to go.
Everybody else is good to go. Rain is still injured, but that's fine. So at this point, we are ready to deploy. So let's go ahead and launch this. We're going to not be bringing the Stinger, thank you very much. We're going to be bringing the Centurion with Panzer driving that. We have no vehicles anymore, and that's a good thing. because vehicles just keep getting worse as these patches go on. It might require more firepower than that. Well, we don't have more firepower, so we'll see what we're up against. If we have to fall back, then we do. And, you know, at that point, even if we get a bad faith withdrawal, we got a free trip out here. So there's that. That's something, anyway. That is absolutely something. I wonder what we're going to be up against. It's going to be very interesting to find out. We're probably going to see a medium or two. If it's too much, we'll withdraw. Hopefully it's not too much. So we need to destroy the propagandist and escape. For months, we've had trouble with people here in Conroe being riled up by talk of insurrection, rebellion, independence. Based on top Davian analysts' reports, we believe there's a Cretan propagandist in the area, stirring up discontent. We've set up a security net to capture her, but we can't cover every possible exit from our net and could use an extra lance of mechs. If she tries to slip through your assigned territory, turn her unit to slag. I've negotiated a major bump if we do end up finding the propagandist and eliminating her, as well as a danger pay bonus if she has any escorts, and we eliminate them as well. Fantastic.
Command interface initiated.
This is definitely very polar, no doubt about that. We're not going to have much for heat issues up here. We do have allies. They're probably not going to be very useful in this terrain, is my guess. Ooh, I would like to deploy over here. Do it.
You think we'll see bears? After this mission, let's make snowmen. You think we'll see bears?
You already said that, sir. Okay, I want to...
After this mission, let's make snowmen.
You already said that, too. Okay, so who do we actually move here? El Duce? Yeah, El Duce. So we see that there is a vehicle of some type up over this direction, and realistically, it's okay that we can't fire. We'll just move up to here.
Acknowledged.
Phase 20. Who's out there? So that's the supporting forces. The propagandist is way out there along this road. Sounds good.
Standing by.
So the Javelin is going to move up this way. We're going to take out the supporting forces first, if we can. All we see so far is this single vehicle. We don't really know too much about that vehicle yet.
I hear ya.
But we'll just make our way on up this way.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Okay, we have an allied swordsman who did nothing to that vehicle. Sounds good. What else do we have over here? A Valkyrie, a Whitworth. Their lance is quite a lot stronger than our lance. Okay. Well, we'll see if they actually do anything useful. Probably not, is the answer. They have a Phase 16 mover out there somewhere. We don't see it. We may see it after this round. LRM's on that Whitworth. Sure, they don't do any damage.
What do you need?
We're going to move up with our Centurion as much as we can.
Full speed.
Their Valkyrie, or rather our allied Valkyrie, moves up. They've got a lot of missiles, but they're not doing anything with them. The Whitworth moves, that'll have missiles as well. I mean, it's Phase 1, so it's unlikely that they're going to hit in Phase 1. Or rather, Round 1. Okay, that vehicle moves now, pulls off of the sensors. We are going to pop up here with the stealth and see what we've got. We see mines, we see a missile artillery tank, a Hollander, and a Centurion. That's a little bit spooky, to be sure.
Mission confirmed.
Got it.
A little bit spooky. Gonna position the Mongoose here for this round.
Roger.
So I have a feeling that this stealth is going to be in danger. That said, we get to move twice here. They didn't get to move. 5 damage to that missile artillery tank. And those mines were placed by our friend. Okay.
Leaving you.
So the Javelin could, at this point, move into rear arc on that Hollander. The question is, do I like this? The answer is a definite maybe. We also see a Komodo over there. Maybe we should just hold off this round.
Understood. Moving fast. Orders.
Brace our mongoose for the time being. Actually, I should have reserved it. And then we'll let our Centurion catch up. I don't want our lights frontlining this.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Now, we could move in with the stealth here, and I think that this is a good option. We go for the kick here, 60% chance that we hit the Hollander. It's just got the Gauss rifle, so if we're in the minimum range, it should be okay. Get in there.
Received.
Oh, we missed it. Sad. Well, let's see what we get from the weapon fire here.
While I'm attacking.
Not much. A couple of heat sink destructions, though.
Another hit like that, and you're toast.
That would have been really, really good if that had hit, and we had good odds on it, but unfortunately, no such luck. So that means that our stealth is in cover here, but we don't have evasive. Fascinating. That could have been much worse.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, missing that melee attack definitely hurt, but the stealth is okay for now. Not amazingly okay, but it's okay. That missile artillery tank I'm a little concerned about. We'll see what it does here. Honestly, it mostly damaged the Hollander there. Not too bad. So the Centurion is going to sprint up here.
Copy that.
We're not in LOS just yet. Ooh, they get to move in phase 19. Oh, this is the propagandist. Okay, not too bad.
Good to go.
Our Javelin is, at this point, going to come in and attack, I think, the Komodo in the rear arc, if we can get there. Or the Centurion, if we could... Or not the Centurion, the Hollander, if we could get there. Unfortunately, we really, really can't. We could position here and attack the Hollander in the side arc. Or up here and not be in position to attack the Komodo. Yeah, this isn't the best. This is absolutely not the best. I think we'll position here.
Roger.
And see if we can get the Hollander unsteady. Oh, there were landmines over here that we didn't see. Good to know. Good to know. 73% or 61% on that Hollander. This is the strong side of the Hollander, but we'll go ahead and fire that. Not a lot of great hits there, if I'm honest. Centurion coming in and meleeing our stealth. I don't like this. Yeah, that was the danger there. He did the punch.
Oh, it took some shrapnel.
Really? A head hit? I don't know how, but okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, our Mongoose is going to come in here, and I would love to also hit this Hollander. Unfortunately, our hit odds aren't great anywhere we slice it. We can kick the Komodo, I suppose. Give it a go. I feel like that Komodo is actually the threat here.
Moving out. Targeting for
We missed it again. Sad. We're getting a couple of bad rolls here.
Targeting systems janky.
A couple of hits there, but that means that we're unsteady, which is not good. Not good at all. Locust is going to fire on that missile artillery tank and do a couple points of damage. Phase 15, unfortunately, they get to move the Komodo. Okay. So that hurt,
My internals are taking a beating.
but not as bad as it could have. They went for the Javelin, oddly, there. I don't understand why exactly, but I'll allow it.
Commander?
So at this point, our stealth moves. All of them have moved except for the Hollander. The Hollander moves phase 8. I'm going to reserve the stealth here.
Standing by.
Alright, the missile artillery tank. Once again, it mostly hit the Hollander there.
Minimal damage, Commander.
So that's lucky. At this point, we're going to move in with the Centurion. And I want to position it here for ideal range on that Komodo. Unfortunately, our hit odds aren't the best. But let's let rip here. I'm going to fire the light tag first. Okay, some damage there. At this point, the stealth is going to come up here, and we're going to melee attack this Komodo. We can't keep missing these. Right?
On my way.
And we missed it. Oh man, this is definitely getting increasingly improbable. So at this point, the Hollander moves. Oof. Going with that Gauss shot. I mean, once again, that was mostly just missing a good roll on the melee attack. Not too much we can do about that, all things considered. We're just getting bad luck there. So the Hollander, and all we lost was the arm. That there was nothing really in that arm, so no big deal there. The Hollander, we can only attack front arc over here. The Centurion, we could get behind and rear arc, and I think that's reasonably okay, except that we would not be able to kick from that angle. The LBX AC-10 is actually out of ammo, which is fascinating. I think instead we move over here. And we go for the kill on this Hollander. This should kill it. Get rid of that Gauss. Fantastic. And it didn't destroy the Gauss, so we can salvage that. Okay, phase 18. They're going to get to move their Komodo. That's a double heatsink destruction, but that's not relevant right now. I do wish that we had hit this melee to reserve back this Komodo, but apparently we don't hit melees, so it's okay.
They're getting the angle on me.
Ow! Ow! Once again, just the arm.
My mech's coming apart.
That could have been far worse.
Armor's melting off.
And who gets to move next? The propagandist. Okay.
Orders.
So, at this point, the Javelin comes in. We need to protect our rear arc and our legs. So I think what I'm going to actually do is sprint here. If I can remember how to do this. Move. No?
Standing by.
Move here. We can't do it with sprints. Okay. And then from there, we position something along the lines of this.
Roger that.
I'm going to Vigilance our Javelin, because it needs it. And then we're going to fire on the Komodo's side arc here. This is a strong side, but that's okay.
Full complement on enemy.
Ooh, that's a pilot bleed out. 4 activations remaining. That's a lot of activations. Centurion moves up and melees our stealth. He actually misses. So that's good for us. That's very good for us, in fact.
Minor damage, Commander.
Okay, our ally is going to move and probably not do too much. Firing on that missile artillery tank. Yeah, no damage there. That's fine. And with that, unfortunately, because of YouTube processing times, I do have to put a cut in here. I regret that. I normally wouldn't, and I would just finish out this mission, but if this is going to be up anywhere close to on time, it'll have to be now. So you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and next episode, we'll finish this off. See you all then.